What do you think? Bit of background music going on there? Okay. Pretty good, isn't it? Hey, I've just worked out how to do this. Put it up to 50. There you go. Very loud as well. I'm enjoying myself playing. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day. I hope everybody's well. I know I'm messing around here. I'm enjoying myself. I'll leave that running for a minute or two. So I hope everybody's well. We are, I'd say, regularly well. There's a bit of a story I'm going to give you this evening, and as often going on in the Conker household, there's always something going on. By the way, it's chucking it down with rain out there. In fact, the door's open, so if you can hear the rain, all those people who live in hot countries, listen to this. It's called rain. Although we need it. The grass is I could do with a bit more rain, whatever. So, what's been going on this week? Well, let me just let you know. You may or may not know, well, you probably don't know actually. However, I have a stake, put it that way, in a house down in Cornwall, and it's just been sold, and I have what they call a charge back on it. Let me just turn that music off a minute. Where are we? Where's it gone? Background music. Pause. There we go. There we go. So I've had to prove who I am using a solicitor to sign off various bits of paper, and then send it all back to then the people that are dealing with the sale. And on Monday morning, I managed to make myself an appointment to go and see my local solicitor, and someone I'd never met before, who was probably the only person in the whole of Salisbury that was prepared to do it for me. I don't know, these solicitors must be making far too much money, because they couldn't even be bothered to sign a bit of paper, and shame on them. I mean, I have my own opinions about solicitors. Opinions are like bottoms. We've all got one. However, I think they feed on the misfortunes of other people. Whatever. That might bring a few comments. So off I go into the mighty city of Salisbury, park up. And for those of you who may or may not know, I was able to park up in a disabled bay with my blue badge, which entitles me to park because it was close. Off I go. I parked up in this bay, which was quite close to where I needed, well, very close. I needed to go. Wandered off down to just down the road where the solicitor's office was, and went to go in the front door. And then one of their solicitors had come across from lunch, opened the door for me, and there was 3 steps, and I walked up 2 and tripped off the top one. I went parachuting without a jump, what do you call it? Skydiving. With that parachute straight down into the reception area. On the way down, caught the arm, bit of a mess, and well, there's what you call it, a grand entrance. So, oh dear, they sort of said there's snot and blood everywhere, and oh my God, look at this rain coming down, lovely. And they said, we're so sorry, we know our steps are a hazard, but we can't change them because it's a listed building. Haha, maybe you should have said that to me. If I was in America right now, you'd be getting a notice of being sued. And I think they realized that. Anyway, they patched me up, and off I went into one of the offices with this very nice lady who was a solicitor for doing what I needed to done. And we sat down together. A cup of tea. They gave me a cup of tea. They were worried to death. And we started to fill out all these forms that had to be done. And she asked me, have you got your photograph? Well, yeah, here we are. I have one on my phone. Oh, no, she said. You should have one you've brought with you, 2 of them, in fact, that I can sign the back up, and it gets sent off the paperwork. Well, yeah, you're right. I forgot. Luckily enough, what she turned around and said, well, leave it to us. One of our receptionists who came in the room quite white with fear took a photograph of me with a white background, marched off down to the local chemist here in the town and got some prints done. and Julie brought them back. And her name's not Julie, by the way, Julie, D-U-L-Y. And the solicitor signed them, did all the paperwork. The job's a good one. She then suggested that rather than for me to wander off again where I come from, she would go and bring my car down to their private car park, which is part of their area, and it would save me walking around falling over again. And I don't thank you very much. Very kind of you. So off she went. 10 minutes later, she turned up again. I was waiting to pay the money, the signature. And her first words were, I think, was on the lines of, you know, it can never get any worse. Well, it has, because she handed me a parking ticket. I couldn't believe it. A parking ticket. I parked in a designated disabled bay with my badge on full display. And, well, there we go, says I. We'll deal with that. So I paid my my fee to her, my £25 for a signature. And she kindly gave me the parking ticket. We went around to the back of the building, and there was, sure enough, a private small car park. And she brought my car in for me, very kind. I said, way out is go off down this corridor here. That takes you out onto the main road, and away you go. Just be careful, it's quite narrow. Yeah, you guessed it. I scratched my car all the way down this damn lane. So, the end of the day, when I got home to see Mrs. H, she said, "How do you get on?" I said, don't ask, don't ask. I'm 25 quid down on a signature. I'm £50 down on a parking ticket. I scraped my car, and I've hurt my arm. And that's not a good day. That was not a good day. And I've appealed the parking ticket, but I'm sure I'll end up having to pay it. So that was Monday. Not a good day. You know, still continuous around this, by the way. That was the beginning of the week, really, and it's just not got any. It's not got any. No, it's not getting worse. Just that we don't have any work coming at the moment, apart from a couple of jobs have come in and gone. And I've been twiddling my fingers a little bit, waiting for all this rain to turn up, and thunder and lightning. And the rain's turned up now. Mrs. H is ready to take the dog out for a walk. Oh, the other thing is, the dog's hurt her leg, and Mrs. H took her into the vets. What was it yesterday, day before? What day is it today? Saturday, day before. Apparently, the dog has done something to her ligament, crucia ligaments or some such thing. So they're going to take X-rays. That's £450. Yeah, and then decided they're going to operate, which takes the bill to about £1,000. Now, I made the suggestion to Mrs. H that maybe time would come for the dog. It'd be cheaper to have her put down. I've still got the bruises to prove I said it. Oh dear, oh dear. So we'll wait and see what happens next week. So there we go. A week in the life of Conker. Oh, I can smile, but oh dear, I could have cried at the same time. There we go. There is, would you believe, 30 people in the stream. Listen to this silly old sod chatting away, telling you all my woes. Delightful t-shirt, by the way. A bit hot and sweaty tonight. It's been doing a little bit of work before I came in. So let's see who's here and is going to have a chat. And don't forget, each and every one of you, they're more than welcome to come in. And it's always nice to see new faces. Don't be frightened. We don't bite. We might suck hard, but we don't bite. Ken Small Engine. Good evening, Ken. Even you're saying good evening all. Good evening to you, sir. No doubt we'll be looking forward to speaking to you in a bit. Henry, Big Dog Repair. Henry, see you soon, mate. We certainly will. We missed you last week for the first hour or so. Great to see you coming back to us. DNR Small Engines. DNR, Dave. I think you were first to sign on again, mate. Good to see you. As always, you're more than welcome. Stella, the lawnmower lady. Howdy, she says. Good evening, Stella. The glamorous Stella. Now, guys, behave. He's a nice lady. And then we got Bruce's shop, who's an equally nice man. And probably one of the most if the truth be told, probably Bruce's shop started a lot of people like me and Mick and others, of course, around the world, doing this nonsense about repairing and selling lawnmowers and small engines. And probably what he's forgotten is more than I'll ever know. But I'm certainly an absolute perfect gentleman, and is always welcome to come up here and have a yap, because we all learn something from him every time. Hobby Motor, hello Top Conquer and all the chat. Klaus, good evening, my friend. Looking forward to seeing you again as always. Don't forget the beer. I'm sure you won't. Guys playing with his tools. Good evening, Bill. I hope you're well, my friend. Oh no, move on. He's still playing with his tools. John Rose, good evening, John. Evening all in the chat. Good evening, John. I hope you're well, my friend. Lovely to see you. Vintage Engine Repairs. Tom, you're up late or is it early? I can never work out. Whatever. Good to see you, mate. I did have a couple of questions for you regarding a two-stroke, but I fixed it. So watching all your video. Now, there's another name to be conjured with, by the way, you guys watching this. If you are, and I hope you are. Two-stroke engines, Tom, or the Vintage Engine Repairs. He is your man, and we all bow to his knowledge. He goes into it in the 8th degree, and some of his outtakes are well worth watching. I'm sure they don't get broadcast to the open market. He's an Englishman, I believe, living in Australia, but he seems to have picked up their sense of humor and expressions. Crack on. Hobby Motor saying good evening to you, Tom. Honey, Haley, okay. Hello, my friend. How are you, my friend? Long time no see. As is Jungle Bob Repair. Good evening, sirs. Lovely to see you. Then we got our Wayne. Wayne's, I never say this. Stefan Achen. Henry, missed you. How about the haircut? Appears it took 2 weeks. He only had 3 hairs cut. And then his job to find them. Oh, dear. Lovely. Bill's still playing with his tools. Let's work our way down through and see who else is here. If I miss you, please give me a shout. Vintage Thomas, I say at least a minute and he'll proceed to tell us he had to rush his curry. I'm going to show that. One other thing to say. It wasn't curry tonight, Tom. It was an omelette, a ham and cheese omelette. So there. And I make a very good cheese and ham omelette. Because, yes, I left it to the last minute. And I'm still really hungry. Oh, did I say that? Oh, well. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. Mac 210. Good evening, Mac. Hope you're well, my friend. And you're saying hello to everybody else. And I'm working my way down through. If I miss you, shout. For goodness sake, please shout. Like Rain and Flint, Michigan. Well, we're the same at the moment, Mac. It's what's known here as persistently raining. And that means it's chucking it down. Look at the grass. It's turning green in front of our eyes. Well, nearly. Al McLean, good evening. Al, you well, my friend? And we're way down now. We're doing extremely well. Mark Wiley, good evening to you, sir. And you're saying good evening to everybody else. I know that everybody else is watching these comments. If you don't get a chance, have a look at the comments. There's also stuff going on all the time. And I do try to bring it up, do try to show everybody. But I get so involved with listening and talking to people, I sometimes forget to get it up on get the comments up onto it, because there's always stuff going on there. And don't forget, any questions, here's the place, Saturday night. Got a question about 2-stroke, 4-stroke, mower, generator, clocks? Stick it up on the comment sheet and I'll put it up for people to give you a hand. There's a wealth of knowledge here, would you believe? Don't include me in any of that, mind, but I have the mouse. I can control it. Mark Wiley, there we go again. Lawnmower sounds clubby, Phil. No, it's not clubby. No, it's far from it, Stella. It's everybody's welcome. And frankly, sometimes be nice to see other people here, along with all the regulars who are always here. Thank goodness that support me. Otherwise, I'd be sat here talking to myself, and I talk nonsense at the best of times. So I don't really want to be listening to myself. So please do come on up and have a chat. Let's put the invite out before I get down to the bottom there. Let's have a look. See, there we go. And hey, there we go. Yep, there he goes. Jordan. Hello, Jordan. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I haven't seen you fine. The last time we actually physically saw you was at Semtex, wasn't it? I believe so. A really nice guy, by the way. Really nice guy. Mick Hardy. Mick, hello, my friend. How are you? You're saying hello to everybody else, and they are saying hello to you. It has jumped again. Hobby for give TC a thunder. Please, put that one up straight away. Give me a thunder. I need it. I need all the help I can get, quite frankly. Yeah, you're quite right, Wayne. Probably because they don't like me. I don't know. Whatever. Talking of which, I got to tell you this. I digress sometimes, don't I? Went into our local pub last night with some mates. We Friday night about 6 o'clock for an hour or so, a couple of beers, and then home. And we went in, and all my mates were out in the garden. So I go to a bar, pick up a beer, up we go. And then the other bar on the opposite side, there's another friend of mine, a chap called, I'm not even going to tell you his name. He's a friend of mine. We've been on cruises with him, but he's a bit of a troublemaker, put it that way. And sat by the side of him at the bar was my ex-neighbor. And again, I'm not going to give you no names. Who and I crossed swords, put it that way. And it was something daft, as most of these things are. Although he was named as, or known as a bit spiky, put it that way. And I'm 70 years old now. I can't afford to go rolling around on the floor because I'd never get up again. Anyway, this chap that I know here, Pete, his name is Pete, said, "Oh, Phil," I said, "your best mate here, your best neighbour is missing you already." I thought, oh God, that's the last thing you should have said. And my ex-neighbour turned around and said, yeah, best thing I ever did leaving Gomeldon, is where we live. Best thing I ever did. I've only got to walk down the pub now or whatever. And I missed the opportunity. What I should have said, and I wasn't quick enough, and said, yeah, and all the neighbours agree with you, Martin. But I missed it. So, Martin, you watch it. Sorry, mate. Bury the hatchet if there wasn't a hatchet. And I know you wouldn't even be watching this anyway. What a lot of nonsense I talk sometimes. Same tale as last week. Regards. Sorry, Glenn, I'm not sure about that, mate. But if it is, then I apologise. But yeah, whatever. So I'm moving myself down through again, and we're nearly there now. Saying hello to everybody in chat. Good evening, Glenn. I hope you're well. Gary Clifton. Good evening. We are all well. Thank you, my friend. Michael Roberts. Hello, Michael. I hope you're well. Or Mike. Mick Hardy saying hello to everybody else. And we're nearly there now. So did I put the link out? Let me have a look. See, make sure I did. Did I put the link out? Copy that. Let's make sure I did. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is down there. Okay. Here goes the link. I forgot to press the enter button. Oh, dear. Hello, we've got questions here. That's why we'll have a look at this vintage. Hang on a minute. What was this all about? Tom's talking to somebody to Mick. Let's have a look. See, what's this all about? Did I miss that, guys? What's this here? Briggs and Stratton training tells you can't test a lawnmower coil. That's right. And then Thomas said you can test one for points ignition. Oh, there we go. There's the answer. Okay. Phew, I thought I missed something then. And then we're going to get something in the. And then Stellar's joining in here as well. And I can see all these guys down in the cellar there. Some very good looking ones. Yeah, all right. All right, Klaus. Let me bring you guys up a minute. It'll be interesting just to see. I'll leave that up there a minute. Here we go. So we have the main man. Ken, good evening, my friend. How are you?
What's going on, Phil?
Yeah, it's good. Thank you, my friend. It has been absolutely chucking it down with rain. It's been promised all day, and now it's here. But It hasn't lasted very long. I hope you're well. Nice T-shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah, all hot hair. Check out my video though. James Condon, his first ride on a Harley Davidson.
Okay, well, maybe we want to put the link out there and we can share that with people.
It was fun.
Wayne, good evening, my sir. How are you?
Good.
You're looking well, my friend.
Thank you, sir. I told Bruce you hit the wrong button when you said you put the link up.
I actually forgot to press the enter button. You're quite right. Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah, blame it on old age, mate.
Yeah.
Well, make sure we talk for the next 2 hours because Mrs. P's doing gardening work right now.
Oh. She'll have you back out there, mate. You watch it, wait and see. And then we got the good-looking dude. There you go. Look, hey, Klaus, how you doing, mate? No good. You looking around, Bruce? He got you made.
I learned something today watching Kenny's video.
What's that?
I learned that how much alike a Harley Davidson sounds like a V-twin Briggs and Stratton engine.
A little bit.
No, sounds like a tractor. As far
When
as
when you idle a Harley low enough, it's potato.
Yeah.
And then, of course, guys, we've got the star of the show, the main man, Henry. All right, mate.
All righty, Henry.
Let's see
Hey,
that.
okay. Hello.
Let's see
Yeah,
that haircut.
Another green shirt. Look, you'll have Mick chasing after you. Know that.
Hey,
big
all
dog.
right, Brucey.
I'm just trying to catch up the comments here at the moment. Did you see this, by the way, that Stella spoke to Mick about testing coils?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had.
Testicles? What did you say?
I've tested them with primary and secondary, but that doesn't necessarily tell you everything, does it? If they're breaking down, when they get hot, they start to break down. That's why you can't test for that.
Just pull the kill wire.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
That's what Briggs and Stratton says in the service manual.
Did I tell you last week I discovered the one with the it ran for 5 minutes and stopped suddenly?
Yeah.
And I went to check for the spark, and it turned out the spark plug had fallen off the HTD had fallen off the plug.
And here you wanted to get technical and change the coil, and it was just
I'd have the head off by that time, Bruce.
pulled the crankshaft out.
Absolutely. Main seals, we had the whole lot done. But I do tend to get involved for things like that. I hope you're all well anyway. That's the main thing.
I hear somebody likes to take apart engines completely just to put a new spark plug in.
I've done that.
That's getting rid of Henry. I'm not having that nonsense. I'll tell you. Oh, yeah. So pull the crankshaft out, Brucey. There we go. Oh, dear. So you guys keeping well? I do hope so.
Oh, yeah.
Great, yeah. I've decided I'm going to be making a curry the next day or two. A 4-spice chicken curry.
Nice.
Wow.
Hopefully, it might be what they call a bum burner. So all being well, we'll give that a go.
God, it only took 4 minutes.
In the old days, we'd be wiping down with Noxzema.
No.
Burn.
Yeah. We used to just put the toilet rolls in the freezer. It was amazing.
Yeah, remember that ad? Burn with that.
Yeah, what's his name? What was it? Who's singing the name? Oh, Johnny Cash.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
Burns, burns in a ring of fire.
There you
Hank,
go.
Hank, let's see this haircut. Took you 2 weeks to. Well, look at that. No wonder it took 2 weeks to get that haircut.
Yeah,
Oh, it must have been a work of art, Henry.
Well, you got to find them before you cut them, you know?
He got both cut.
Yeah, I got them both cut.
Got a bit close to the bark there by the looks of Henry.
Yeah.
Close to the bark.
Yeah. Well, that's about all that's going on here at the Conqueror household. Mrs. H is about to go out. A friend of ours came round today. He broke his leg taking a dog for a walk, would you believe? So he walks in on crutches. The dog follows him along 3 legs instead of 4, and I'm sat here like this. There wasn't a good one between us. We wouldn't have made one good one between the three of us. That's the truth. But all he did, took a dog for a walk, slipped. That's all he did. Bang.
I think England sounds like a dangerous place.
Yeah.
Oh, it's no, I think we're just getting older.
Toronto's pretty dangerous on the subway right now.
Say that, mate. Sorry.
Toronto, the subways are getting dangerous now.
Well,
Here too.
Yeah.
I think we just take those names out, mate. There we go. That's better. I know who you are, even you don't.
Don't go hiking out in the woods. That's for sure.
Too many
Well,
ticks.
your place. Too many bears and snakes, and I mean, why would you?
Bobcats?
Fire. A lot of fire.
Yeah.
Why would anybody live in Australia? There's things out there that bite you, sting you, eat you, kill you.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, and that's just on the beach.
Sounds like marriage.
Whoa.
Oh.
You're being very brave there at the moment.
Where's Stella? Stella, come on up.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hey, what's it we got here? Easy done, hey. Always use an inline tester. Am I missing stuff here from Haley?
No, we're still on the how to test a coil.
Ah, right. Okay. Hi, Rich. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Yeah, testing a coil. Now that they got the electronics inside the coil, you can't read everything. You can still read the validity of the coil, but you can't see it all.
To be honest, they're not even that expensive, are they? A replacement, they're not dear.
No.
Have you guys
Sorry,
ever
close,
put
I've
it,
got boxes of them.
have you ever put an inline tester on a machine and find out that the machine runs with an inline tester on it, but when you take it off, it doesn't run because that inline tester changes the resistance?
There we go.
It helps match it up. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what the one customer said to me? Leave your inline tester on my
Leave it
machine.
on, yeah. Heads up, Stella. How are you?
Hi, Stella.
Hey, Stella.
How is everyone?
Another green T-shirt, Stella.
Wrong kind. Haha. Oh, but
Aha.
oh no, but I did get a nice hat from Klaus.
Nice.
Hey.
No, I had to rush out here because I was actually stuffing my face with a tomato sandwich because I can't have an adult carbonated beverage and be on a panel and not eat. So anyway, I had a question about that because somebody asked me about something like that this yesterday on I did a Ryobi how to change the ignition coil, and somebody said, yeah, I did the same thing, and the spark plug was bad at the same time or blew up at the same time. And he says, could they be related? And I was like, I don't think so. Can a bad coil take out a spark plug?
I mean,
I have seen a coil that will fire in the atmosphere, but not under pressure.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen that as well. Yep.
Hi, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis.
Hey, brother.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody calls you by your last name, eh?
Yeah. His first name's Brock.
Yeah,
That's why when he cleans the underside of a deck, he says, look at all the broccoli under here.
You're gonna have to change your name there, then, Brock. It's no good, mate.
Right.
3 Canadians out of 8. That's pretty good.
Yeah, good percentage.
You're Canadian, right, bro?
No, Michigan.
Oh, you're just so close to us.
Yeah. I'm
Now
close
we're
enough,
down to
I
2,
think.
Bruce.
Just down the street, yeah.
Yep. Neighbors.
Stella says tomato, we say tomato.
Tomato is the way, yeah.
Well,
Tomato.
I'm trying to defer to our host. I think that's the way you say that over there. Cheers, Phil.
Do you say
it's
potato
tomato.
and we say potato?
And
Yeah, no, we
Let's
it
call the
fuzz.
whole thing off.
Don't you dare start singing there, Steph.
I will.
yeah.
Let's call the whole thing off. Yeah. No,
One
you don't
line
want to hear
from
me
every-
sing.
You can get away with it on YouTube if you just sing one line from every song, but
Yeah, it's they're pretty quick in picking up on it, though, aren't they? Let's be
they
honest.
are.
Oh yeah, they'll get some stuff. But I had my brother-in-law whistle a tune for me, and I added it to one of my videos, and I hadn't gotten popped yet. So
Right. Yeah. My singing is so bad, it just comes off as a voice to them, so it's okay.
Yeah, but it's become part of your videos.
It has.
Yes,
When
it
I'm
has.
doing something, like
Yeah. You're always got the tune going.
Yeah.
I'll think, oh, look at the pressure in there, and then I'll do pressure under pressure, that kind of stuff, right? It just goes in here and out here, and it's gone.
Yeah, I enjoyed that last one that you did. I was cracking up the whole way through.
Some people
Just
didn't get it. They don't get it. And then others, I mentioned that.
Let me go get mine. Hold on.
Stand up. Cheers, stand up.
I forget which one it was, Bruce, but where that bolt flipped off and you caught it in that was unbelievable. And the guy caught it. The one guy caught it and he put down the timeline in there.
And I never reacted. I just it was a little wrench or something on top of the lawnmower.
Yeah.
And it vibrated off, and it just clattered as it went by, and I acted like nothing happened.
I couldn't believe it happened. I had to keep on going back and watching again, going back and watching again. I said, holy crap, they'll never do that again.
What kind of machine, Mick?
Well, what? Mick coming back up?
I don't know. He said,
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, maybe I missed part of it because,
Put it-
I miss things because,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's likely got to set the RPM on it.
Yeah.
You would think, yeah.
Could be a spring off the governor by the looks of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it say a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke? I guess it's got to be 2-stroke of that. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what a Cobra is. Is that a lawnmower? Is that a weed trimmer?
Cobra make lawnmowers. I think Mick has recently done a review on them.
What make what engine is it?
Well, there's certainly one that Mick
Not
had
the
was a
brand name
4-stroke.
machine.
Yeah. And I think that had a Kawasaki on it, I think. Don't quote me.
Yeah, anytime you put a new carburetor on.
No, but I mean, in all likelihood, if you put a new carb on a machine and it runs lower than it did before, you most likely put something together wrong or it needs adjustment.
Yeah.
Or it's missing a spring, or the spring is hooked in the wrong hole, or I don't know. I've never seen
Usually,
a Cobra.
A 4-stroke engine. No, but it's the Cobra is just the brand name of the machine. It's
Right.
got nothing to do with the engine.
Oh, now was it an aftermarket carb?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because some of those aftermarket carbs are pretty sketchy.
Mhm.
To say the least.
Yes.
I'm going
No,
there.
I mean, I got
going
one
there
right
next
here, brand new. Guy ran it for like a half a year, and it would not. There's a passage that's not drilled through or drilled through enough. I have no idea, but it wouldn't prime. It had like a priming bulb on the Briggs and Stratton, and I was like, whoever put this on for you was a jackass. Oops, sorry. And I said, because he's a lazy part swapper. You clean the thing, you put them back together. Nothing you can buy, today is going to match, that 15-year-old whatever that wasn't in bad shape to begin with.
He says it's an OEM.
Oh, okay. So what kind of engine is on there? Is it
2-stroke Briggs, Honda?
Is it a Briggs? Is it a Honda? Is it a Kawasaki?
It's probably a Briggs.
I don't know.
Oh, Honda.
So I'll keep an
Or
eye
Honda.
Honda.
Shonda.
Honda.
Hey, there's Mr. Mick. Mick.
A Danish guy doing a Chinese accent. That's pretty rough.
Come on, Mick's mowing in.
Oh,
You know
make
all
a
about the
bigger
Cobra.
joke. Yeah.
Well, I'm still on the coffee, you guys.
Good man, Bruce.
And some of you guys are doing the high test. I'll be right back.
It's 8:30 here, and I've been working my behind off all day in the yard, cutting hedges. So
We actually have a group that we could send them to, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you working behind, Klaus?
Huh?
You said you were working behind something. Where,
I've been working in the yard, in the garden all day.
behind something?
Hedge
No.
trimming.
Yeah, hedge trimming. Yeah, sorry, hedge trimming. Yeah.
No, you said you were working behind off.
I did.
Working your behind off.
Oh, another bigger joke. Oh, I get now. No problem.
That's a bigger joke. Yeah.
Oh, Take out the oil.
Hello, Scott.
Nick was at a concert.
We have Scott the Antarctic coming around after taking a dog for a walk in the pouring rain. Complete with little green bag with poo in it. Oh dear, oh dear.
So Riley's dancing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet he's having fun.
Oh, I bet you. He's going to be sleeping good.
Yeah, I wonder why I heard from Mick today, actually. It doesn't normally I hear from him.
Oh.
That's what it's all about, yeah.
I charge extra for that, Mick.
Yeah. Once they start trying it themselves, you know it's going to cost them extra. It's a rule, actually.
Mhm.
Jake
Then of course you have no way to know where that spring hooks in or where this goes. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a big lesson I learned a long time ago. Photograph everything before you take it. Because even though occasionally I still forget, well, not so much nowadays, but you think, where on earth did that go? Like, oh, dear God.
That's the advantage of doing a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kind of run the tape back, you know.
Yep.
So I can't keep my eyes off of Mrs. H. Oh, I've just been giving this up. Oh, that's not great.
Tell him, Kenny. Answer that question. Answer that question, Kenny.
There you go, Ken. Come on, mate. Wakey, wakey.
Oh, that's all right. I'm just taking it all in. Don't be
That's
good.
right. Hey, man.
The owner of the company I worked for, one of the first things he told me when he hired me was the best thing you can do is sit there and listen.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. And at the end of the day, you'll hear everybody talk, but you'll come up with the answer to the question better than anybody else just by listening to everybody.
Yeah. I was taught keep this closed and these open.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, because in your mind you can eliminate all those answers that are wrong.
You got it. Yep.
Well, that way you could hear if the answer that you were going to give was wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
That's even more important.
That's
Ken.
good one, Kenny.
That's very true. We've all said some things, think afterwards, oh no, oh no. That's not right.
Or you get the guy that goes into the meeting and wants to steal your idea, and then it turns out it's a shit idea, and you're like,
Yeah. Well, I
Man.
didn't think
Well,
of
that's
that.
what he said, yeah.
What a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Excuse
So
me.
Jake-
Remind me,
Jake had
Coach, Joy's are going
Jake
to
had a
work.
repair come in. He had a Scott's riding mower that we had serviced in March for a guy up in along the lake. And the guy called up and he said, machine's been running perfect, like all along. But he said, I was just out there cutting the lawn, and all of a sudden there was a big puff of white smoke, and it's just smoking like crazy. He said, I shut it down and I checked the oil, and the oil was good. He says, I turned it back on. I drove it back to my place. He said, I figured I better call you up. What do you think it is? So he's talking to me. I said, I think you blew a head gasket.
Mhm.
So he says, well, can I bring it? I said, yeah, bring it down. So first thing Jake does is like he pulls the overhead valve cover. He goes and he does a leak down test on it. And the thing's only losing 5%, and it's not coming out of the exhaust. It's not coming out of the carb, and it's hardly blowing that 5% out of the oil dipstick tube. But then he takes a look at and they got hydraulic lifters on them. He looks at the hydraulic lifters and he sees like something in there, and somebody had took that blue shop towel, crumpled it all up and jammed it in the corner to soak up the oil. So whoever was in there before left that shop rag in there.
Oh,
The shop rag got so saturated with oil and it started sliding back in, and the rocker arms were clipping it, shooting little pieces down into the top end. And then it plugged the return hole so the oil wasn't going back down into the crankcase.
Wow.
So we called the guy up. We said, good news. He said, what? He said, well, we got most of the shop towel that somebody left in there.
Yeah.
There could be little pieces, but they shouldn't hurt it. But we just cut our lawn with it, and it's running fine.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We never seen nothing like that before. Nothing to even come close to that.
Yeah, well, we do use those shop rags to block those holes, but
Yeah.
we do take them out.
Yeah, that's the rule.
Yeah.
That's the
You're
rule.
you're supposed to take them out.
Yeah.
The weird thing was we
Oh.
didn't even notice it when we took the cover off because it was so black. Like we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
really realize
yeah.
that it was in
Yeah.
there. Here we are doing a leak down test and saying, geez, this thing's 680 hours on it and it's only losing like around 5%. That's not bad. And then he says, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
nothing worse
down
going
the
behind somebody.
How'd you get it out? Who was that?
Oh no, most of it was laying there, and then we could see little pieces that were stuck up in, and we used the like a pick, and we used your famous forceps stat.
He was
Ah,
that.
Yeah, and we pulled all a little tiny piece out. It's a good thing somebody didn't use like a regular towel or something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
I
makes
like to
you
use,
think it
I
might
like
be
to use
something to do with the
flannel,
governor arm as
flannel
well.
sheet rag. Sorry.
Well, I used to cut up the really, really destroyed red shop rags into small pieces and stuff those into holes. That is not a good idea. I am the voice of experience. Do not do that.
Yeah.
Use the biggest thing you've got so there's a big thing of it sticking out the hole
Sticking
to
out.
remind you
Mhm.
to pull that
Yeah.
out. Because I've sucked stuff right into the combustion chamber. Yikes!
We talked
That
about
hit.
this one before. You know the little red tube on a Tecumseh? I
Yeah,
had
Yeah.
one suck in, and it actually got sucked right around the corner and was holding the intake valve open. No compression.
You're right.
we had to do a repair to suck out the choke cleaner plastic straw that the guy
Yeah.
shot in and went into
Yeah.
the intake tube.
I've done that, but managed to grab the end of it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we had to take it apart.
Yeah, on my show, I kind of always tell them to kind of hold that straw as you're,
Yeah,
because I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, and if she's
Yeah, and
running
you go
hard,
like this
you'll
and
suck
no
it
more
right
red- Oh no,
Mick, you can't hurt anything by doing that. That is one thing I would check if I was in your shoes.
Yeah, but if it hasn't been diddled before, it should be okay.
I
Sorry,
would
guys,
not
I'm just-
I would not bend the arm at the bottom of the governor arm. I would bend wherever the return spring attaches to.
There's usually a tab
That's
on the
usually
return.
a tab or some sort of bracket that's easier to bend than trying to bend around the governor arm.
Yeah.
and the other thing, if somebody's been in there and they stuck the wrong governor spring on with the wrong tension, it's not
Right.
going to work right. It's got to be exactly that engineered governor spring.
just because it's red don't mean it's right.
Yeah,
Right.
Sorry, guys, I'm just downloading. I've got what is it tonight? I forgot to download it. I'm just doing it. You guys are chapping away there. So I got to make sure I keep it. Where are we?
I'm excited.
There,
Klaus.
there it is.
Klaus.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Well, you have
What
to.
is it?
I got that music for you, Phil, if you want. So
We're all dancing.
Come on, Ken. There you
I
go.
can hear it in my head.
Yeah.
Hey. And I thought dancing was a
Conker.
vertical expression of a horizontal idea.
Often it is.
So I'm working on it, guys. So that you have a yap at the moment. I should have done this before.
I know the feeling, Phil.
Ooh.
There's no take twos on YouTube.
Can I put it in video clips? Can I or not? Is it
Yeah,
gonna be
you
in-
could. That's actually the best way to do it, and let you upload the video clip there, and then let StreamYard do the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Okay. It's where are we?
Now, I just ran across the single cylinder Kohler with that crack in the block.
send it to Hank. He'll weld her up for you.
Yeah. Kohler Courage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
I
They're-
just. Yeah. I got rid
I
of it already.
gotta say about the Kohler Courage. I mean, yeah, they're a little more maintenance intensive,
Well,
but they do run nice when they do run.
Yeah, they really
do.
do.
Lot less vibration than on a single cylinder brakes.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend anybody that owns a Courage like that to go ahead and take that cover off and tighten those bolts up every time, you know?
Yep. Put some
Unless you-
Loctite on there.
Unless you
Yep.
take the flywheel off and Loctite every one in.
Now,
Yeah.
did you notice that the newer ones have that thicker plate, and then if you see it, it's got the ribs in it. The older ones don't that crack. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Right, got it sorted out. Yep. I'll put that up a little bit later on, just to be interested to see if you've got that put up. And there is a prize tonight.
Whoa.
How exciting!
Yeah, a prize. It will say, congratulations, there's your prize.
I'll take that. That's better than nothing. I'll take that.
You got to remember, guys, I'm a very, very poor pensioner. You got to
Yes.
remember that.
With
There
a
we go.
dinged up car that needs body work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a body that needs body work, a car that needs body work.
I'll tell you what, mate, I could have died. Because you know, you're on the car, you got all those beeps go off when you get too
Another
close.
victim.
It kept go beep, beep, beep. I thought, I'll be all right. Beep, and it went red, beep, beep, beep. I thought, I might have a problem here.
Yeah.
I got to the point of no return, you know?
Well, how many up here still work? Kenny's still working. Stella, you still working?
I sort of work at it, not really.
And Klaus, you're back to work?
Am I back?
You're back to work, Klaus?
What do
Like
you
you
mean?
got
Like
another
40
job
hours a
now,
week?
right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah,
retired?
Yeah. No, I'm not retired. I wish.
So you're
but I'm not.
working. And Brock, you're not working anymore, right?
Nope.
So most of us are retired.
Yep.
Absolutely. It's
And
wonderful.
loving it. And loving
Absolutely
it.
loving it, yeah.
Yep.
Best thing I ever did.
Me too.
Yeah. I watched the Grand Prix qualifiers today here in Silverstone on the TV. Well, I started watching it, put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I come in at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cut the middle bit out. Oh, dear.
Yeah, my doctor said, well, your blood pressures went down tremendously. She said, well, what did you do? I said, well, I retired.
That's it. That's exactly right.
hmm
I'm not quite sure what I do with that, Stella.
Oh, I have to hit the go button. I'm sorry. I messed
okay,
you up.
okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is it running? There you go.
Even all these dancers out there.
Yeah, that's running, yeah. Right, do you want to have a look at it then? See what we can find.
Yes.
Right, let's see if I can work out it. I only hope I can do it.
Share screen. Hmm?
Yeah, where are we? Share screen. No, I can do it this way.
Fingers on the keyboard. I'm ready.
There you go.
Yes, that's
Oh!
definitely a thing.
Looks like an airbox cover.
That is something.
No, it's pot metal.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
I
it
think
looks
that's
like.
black plastic.
Could be.
No, it's got a groove there that looks like it was molded.
Mhm.
Is it a tool, Phil? What is it? Like a tool or a part, or what is it?
I think you have to write it in the chat.
No, but I
yeah,
mean,
I think you do in the chat. Yeah, whack it in the chat.
No, but
I
like-
will say yes, it's definitely a tool.
tool. Okay.
Tool?
And there's a slight clue in the top right-hand corner, but it's very slight.
I saw that.
Pressure. Oh, type it in.
No, it's not a brake caliper, but
How wide does it open, Phil?
you're looking at it from the end on, I would say.
Okay.
Sheet metal bender? No.
Dang.
Hey.
Adjustable spanner? No. Crimping tool?
Looks like a
No.
hose.
Fuel tank? No. Pressure washer? No. Clamp? Getting close.
Getting close?
Getting close.
Can I make a
It-
pancake in it?
It's a gasket stretcher.
Yeah, gasket stretcher.
Certainly, Ben's workshop is certainly, I would say, extremely close.
It's a junk go Bob
But
repair.
it's quite specific.
Panini press.
Against all the fuel line clamp, no. Adjustable spanner, no. Crimping tool, no. Fuel tank, no. Thingamagubby jig. Yeah. Panini press, no.
Panini press.
A vice. Again, you're getting along the right lines there, Bruce. Along with is it Ben? Was it said something?
I got enough vices.
Yeah, we all.
I've only got 2, but they're big.
And we can't discuss those in open mic.
No.
It's a Z bender.
No.
No.
Makeshift hammer, no. Hood linky adjuster, no.
Excuse me, I think I have to go help Mrs. P put the hose on the garden. Everything's just melting in the heat. I'll be right back. The suspense is killing me, though, really, it
Everything's
is.
up straight there, no. As I said, certainly, yeah. Come on, you've got quite close to it. But it's
Small
quite-
engine, Phil? Big engine? Small engine? What kind of?
It's got nothing whatsoever to do with small or big edges. Nothing whatsoever.
Oh, I'm lost.
Again, you're going down the right road there, Stella. But it's quite specific. And when I show you, you'll understand why. I only took the picture of it tonight just before I came on.
Oh, well, then that answer's no good.
Oh.
Tortilla press, no. Sterling iron, no. Knife, I would say that Al McLean's got it. It's a knife clamp.
Oh, righty.
Well, look
For
at
sharpening
that.
knives.
Nice
Oh, wow.
clamp.
The knife, let me just show you.
Let's have a look at it.
It's that.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Now that fits onto a Tormek sharpening machine.
Right. I know the one.
If you're aware of the Tormex,
Yes.
Swedish.
Holds the knife at 17 degrees.
No, you've got it, Bruce. You've got it right. And I'm in the process. Close there.
I'll be right back, you guys. I have to help my wife put the water. She says, no.
Got that.
But I'm in the process of selling it because I bought it some years ago and I used it once and I completely cocked up a knife. I've got so used to sharpening knives by hand, and it's one of those things. It works on a water wheel,
Yeah.
you know.
Stone in a water, and it turns about 1 RPM.
You've
Now,
got it-
is that because the knife started off as not a 17-degree knife? I mean, is that
no, because you there we go. Look, you can actually set.
I bet you Phil's is brown.
That's exactly the same as mine. Well, no, mine's a 2000. That's a D4. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
slightly earlier one.
I
But
really want one, eh?
You see that gauge at the bottom there? You use that to measure the diameter of the stone, and then B, the angle, and you lay it against the stone and the clamp to get the correct angle.
That's right.
My problem. Man, that was quick. My
Good boy,
problem
Kenny.
was I kept on stopping, so it took out more in one area than others. I didn't get a smooth thing, and I'm going to sell it.
But what did he win?
Hey,
What
Attaboy.
You want a
Attaboy.
Tormek knife sharpener?
what? Oh, he won. Yeah, and the prize is congratulations. There you go.
Da-da-da.
Ta-da!
We actually had a guy bring us a lawnmower blade to sharpen for him, and I had to ask him who sharpened it the last time, and he said, "Oh, it was a guy that pulled the wagon behind the bicycle. It was a knife sharp. The ankle on it, with a knife blade."
Here's the music for the winner. There we go, the winner.
exercise music.
I'm in no condition to exercise.
I love finding all these musical clips.
Yeah, my leotards don't fit no more.
That's right.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear!
I can see that. Mm-hmm.
Got her caught in my pantyhose.
Yeah.
You've upset Henry. He's frozen.
Yeah.
Henry froze right up.
Henry, you're frozen, mate.
Yeah, too much movement, buddy.
Yeah.
It's either that or he's really fast.
Yeah.
Henry's a dance instructor, wasn't he?
Yeah. Am I
Yeah.
back or not?
Well done, Al. Well done, mate.
Hit the reset button.
Henry.
Yes.
No, he looks just fine to himself. This has happened to me before.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I just lost him. He'll come back up again. I'll put the link
Yeah.
back out again just in case. There are Henners.
So what's everybody working on?
There we go.
Oh, I don't want to bore you, but
But
Here we go. What's he got this time?
There's Frank in the background.
There's Frank. Frank just had
I
a birthday
need-
not too long ago.
I need Tom.
Oh.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
One of life's, not one of devil's works.
Yeah. I don't mess with them no more.
So I can't get this little devil to drink. Like I push the little button, and I just lay this in a cup of gas, and I can't get it to steadily draw and go through the bubble.
Yeah.
And I've rebuilt the thing. Well, reassembled it.
It's a little
3 or 4
plastic
times.
Is
case.
the hoses out backwards?
No. Well, that's a
There's a
good
little
point.
non-return valve in there.
The length
Might be
of
a
them is
problem.
set perfectly by the grommet.
There's a little one-way valve in that plastic, that black
Yeah.
plastic.
I know. The devil.
Devil.
So
Well, does it pass like your your pressure and vacuum test?
yes,
You
it'll
put your
block,
tester on there?
It'll block 12 pounds on the pressure and 20 hoozle giggles on the vacuum. Yeah.
And then when you hook it to the other side, can you pump it up with the button with the purge bulb?
I don't understand.
Well, if you put your pressure tester on the fuel inlet, okay, you pump it up and it holds pressure, okay, and then you release pressure, then you punch the purge valve, and that should make it go up as well.
Yeah.
And that works.
Just put it right into where the filter is, Brucey.
Bruce, I've got to ask a question, and I know it's going to be daft, but you have got around the right way, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sort of don't go on the other way.
They don't work by adding.
Kind of sits
pressure.
like that.
They suck up fuel by vacuum,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's a little one-way valve that doesn't either open or stays open.
Yeah.
So it draws up fuel and it pumps it back in the return. So
So I think I'm going to order a new carburetor.
Yeah, it's always that black plastic little.
It is. I might have enough junk laying around here to try to experiment.
Tom did a video on that. Tom did a video where it was actually a little valve in the side. Watch his
I
video.
know.
He actually
Yeah, I
did a
will.
video on it. And he used nail polish to fix it.
That's
What?
the one.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
Oh, that's when he took out. It had an accelerator pump in there,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Mhm. That was on a Husqvarna.
that's not the same issue, is it?
Yeah, but is it a Zama carb? Because usually it's the Zama carbs that have them.
It's a Zama, yeah.
It's the
Zima, Zama, Obama.
Well, you only know if it has an accelerator pump if you take that out and look. It might not have anything in there.
Right. On the
That
end of the
wouldn't-
shaft.
that
On the
wouldn't-
end of the shaft, right.
But the accelerator pump wouldn't have anything to do
On
with
the end of the
the,
shaft, it has a seat
It'll
clip.
suck air and not give you enough to suck up into the bulb. It'll suck.
If you look,
That's right.
if you
It
look
sucks
into
a
the
little
hole
bit.
there,
Yeah,
Not
Tom,
enough
Tom
to
did a
stick
good
it.
video on it. He's got a really good video on it.
He does.
Hey, am
I don't
I
think there's an
on
accelerator
or am
pump on
I
this one.
gone or what?
No, you look great, Hank.
You look marvelous.
you
I
have
wonder
to
where
enter
Hank.
in
I
there.
wonder where Hank is. He hasn't been
Looking
up for
good,
a while.
Hank.
Where's Hank?
Stop it.
Marvelous.
Yeah, I think if you look into the hole there on the face of that car, Bruce, there's the little accelerator pump in there. That's what Tom was dealt with.
Well, I think it's at the end of the throttle. At the end of the throttle.
On the throttle shaft.
Yes.
Yeah, down in
And
there.
if you look, it's got a C-clip do-hummer on there. Oops.
Oh, then that's not one.
So
Yeah.
Then that is not one with an accelerator pump.
That's
Right.
it, looking in there. Okay, yeah.
So I think it's just the check valve in this black Bakelite thing.
Yeah.
You can, is it a little duckbill thing? You can pop that out and stick another one in.
They tell them a little tiny round.
those don't have duckbills. That's the Walbros that has that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like Walbro better.
Come see,
I
come
don't
see.
like any of them.
Either, Bruce.
Work of the devil. I agree with you.
What
Totally,
I
Bruce.
do like are the old Tillotson because they are so big you can actually.
You know what?
see
Yeah,
them in it.
you could pass a half a cup of water through there and they won't even notice.
Yeah.
Hey, Conk, zoom in.
Hang on, mate.
Make
There you
him
go.
big.
This is for Hank. Hold on.
Easy, Stella.
Tell you, darling, from the bottom of my heart, you look impressive. You up close. I tell you, you look marvelous, darling.
You look marvelous.
You
darling.
look marvelous.
Look,
marvelous, darling.
Mom.
Michael, did you blow it with air?
What?
Just a little bit because I don't believe in putting 100 pounds of air on a two-stroke
No,
carburetor, but I
Yeah.
backed it up and just.
The other thing is anything to do with carb spray will destroy them in seconds. They
What is
all
that?
shrivel up.
The check valves.
Yeah, I know in Tom's video it was just a simple O-ring, but he didn't have the right size, so he just filled
That's
it in
right.
with nail polish.
Yeah.
He did find the O-rings though, and he does have them in stock.
They're almost impossible to replace them, aren't they? I mean, it's a
He found them though. He did find the sizes, and he bought some.
yeah.
It's a pretty small O-ring.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Condom for a mosquito.
Yeah, but a condom shaped like that, I don't think it worked too well.
No.
Have you tried, Ken?
Yeah, there's a.
Zing!
Yeah, when people blast them with air, I think they use a little too much air.
Too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
You get about 10 pounds, 15 pounds, you're looking at
I've learned that the hard way, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to use that tinge air. You know, you can use it to do keyboards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
computer
That works.
I bring that when I used to go out, fixing
So,
things.
so you guys don't have different pressure on your air system in your shops?
Yeah.
Low pressure, high pressure?
No.
No.
I just run 140 pounds.
We got
Whoa.
regulators.
Regulated.
No,
We
mine.
regulate it down.
Hi, Sparks.
I regulate mine down to like 110, 120.
I
That's
have
my
two
regulator
others.
like this.
One right on the tank, for cleaning bad things, which is 130 pounds or whatever. And then I've got one on the other side of the regulator that runs at about 110. You're right, Stella.
I've got a regulator on mine. It's a water catcher and a regular all in one. It's two of them.
That's nice.
Nice.
Well, it didn't cost me much. It cost me about £12. Wasn't
Yeah, I
even
did the
expensive.
same. I split my line so I got high voltage, high air pressure on one side and
Anything.
low pressure on the other.
Yeah,
What's-
I need it.
I got the same. I have one that it's only about 30 psi
Yeah.
coming out of the little one. That usually is sufficient. And
So what is your definition of low pressure?
30
Well,
psi.
about 30 pounds.
30.
And
Well,
then
you
on
know,
your-
these
on your- yeah, but what about your bleed down testers? They go down to 5 pounds, don't they?
But I have one line with a reducing thing on it, and,
Yeah.
and
Well,
a meter.
so,
And then
some
the rest
some
of the
these
system runs.
reduce- Some of these are automatically reducing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Really?
Yeah.
I got one of those.
Yeah,
that-
because they
that's-
had the hose in the side of the. Yeah.
Right in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones with the holes in the side of the nozzle, that's for safety so you don't blow air into your skin and open it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Get
like
an
those.
air bubble in the bloodstream and you're dead.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah. Used to tell my boys at the plant, don't, well, A good
Age is a
good
terrible
example is one guy in our machine shop. He didn't listen, and he was blowing all his clothes off with the airline, and
Yep.
there was a lathe cutting stuck inside the line. When he blew it right into his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I took him to the hospital to get it taken out and get stitches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
I've seen that on those like forklift training videos where you tell you to like inspect your lines, but don't put your hand in there. And then they show this picture of a guy that has like, cut right down there and all the way,
It was a sackable fence where I worked, because it was in one of the places I worked. It was a plastic injection place, and it was a sackable fence. Anyone using an airline to clean themselves down, they were immediately fired.
Yeah.
And everybody was told that because
It's like the kids in the shop at school when they spun bearings with air.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We all did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
I did it too.
Did you ever hold a part that you were cleaning with a pressure washer and it kind of slipped out of your hand and you almost took your finger off?
No.
But it
Do
has
not
made
do it.
it has made a jet or two disappear forever.
Yeah.
I took paint off my truck once, and it's like I hit it with that pressure washer and the paint came off. Wow. That's a real cleaner.
Real
Good
quick.
one, Tom. Nice.
That's something that Ken would identify, wouldn't it? Got off 3 fingers of snowblower. He managed to get his fingers underneath the cutter blade, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My shop teacher only had 3 fingers, in school.
Yeah. A lot of them did.
I said,
Mr. Haney's watching.
I'm skipping that one. Haney.
So
My buddy Gord's coming by. He's bringing in his daughter's new lawn boy with the Honda engine, and it keeps quitting. And every year I clean the carburetor, I send it back, and then about 2 months later he brings it to me. So I'm going to give him that beautiful Briggs Quantum that I just fixed up and I'm in love with. I'm going to let him take that home to her place, and I'm going to really find out what's wrong with that.
And then tell him to go buy himself a new jerry can for fuel because it's probably got stuff.
I mentioned that to him on the phone, and of course it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always fresh gas.
It's always.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
He's going to be here in 5 minutes.
Well, tell him to bring his fuel can with him. That's what I tell
He
people
said
to
the
do.
fuel can was empty and they filled it this week. So
Bullshit. Bring it.
Yeah, they're all liars, every one of them.
you got to be nicer to him when he shows up, okay?
But it was that last fill up, Bruce, that had the water in it and the dirt.
Right.
I just emptied my can. It's clean. Yeah, it's clean.
Yeah, I know. He's going to be here in 2 minutes.
Did you
Oh,
see that?
On the tanks in the garages and stuff, the fuel stations, they must have water in the bottom of their tank, surely?
They do.
Some
Yeah,
do.
they do.
Some do.
Yeah,
That's
don't go
not-
when they're
that-
filling up their tanks.
Yeah, don't fill up when the big truck is there. Don't.
Right. Don't do
Nope.
it.
Nope.
Like, I think by law, they're supposed to put that gum on the end of the measuring stick every day and go down to the bottom. And if it turns red, I think it's got water in it.
Yeah.
They're not-
I haven't
they're not
ever seen
supposed
those
to
guys
shut
do that.
But what they do, the tanks are designed so you have a piece of pipe that goes down in the tank and it sits about this much off the bottom.
Yeah.
And then every 6 months there'll be a truck out and it'll suck from the bottom just about I don't know 10 gallons.
Yeah.
And it'll take all the water that's down there.
Yeah.
And-
He's going to drop it off. I'm going to give him that beautiful Quantum. He might even be a trade-in. And when he leaves, I'm going to dump the fuel out of that Honda to see what it looks like.
Yeah. Or
Well,
use your
In front of
baster.
you guys. In front of you guys.
Well, no,
Check in with
seriously,
your
ask,
baster.
ask him to bring his fuel tank with his
I
fuel
did
can
that.
with him.
Mrs.
Oh.
P was on the phone with him, and it's not the fuel. He's
No, never is.
Well, it never is, but you need to
What,
confirm
uh,
that.
I'll find out.
What gas
Yeah, but-
cab is? What gas cab is on that Honda, Bruce?
I don't know.
Is it the
it's one of
regular
those
little,
it's a modern lawn boy with a Honda. That's all I know.
Okay, because my personal mower, it has that big. It's a very big
Big gasket.
can.
Yeah.
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 And it can clicks, so you can't over tighten it.
Right.
But those things can clog up.
They sure can.
Yeah.
And it might, because this is a recurring problem, it might be something silly like that.
Yeah.
So you'd have a vacuum you end up with a vacuum in the tank. Yeah.
That's like a
Or
straw
he's cranked, or he's cranked the gas cap too tight, because I know that I had that issue with a Honda.
Mhm.
But,
When I went to the customers, he said he ran it, and I had cut his front lawn for him while he was getting me a beer, and it worked fine. The next day it wouldn't work. When I went there, I said, okay, I'll fix it. I went over and I tried to unloosen his cap. He had cranked it so tight, I loosened it off. I cut half his lawn. I said, okay, get me a beer. We're done. This is working fine. He said, what'd you do? I said, don't crank that thing so tight. It's not venting.
Yeah. And people
One,
do that
one,
with the
one of my
oil.
favorite words, Wayne, is unloosen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
unloosen. Yeah.
Really stuff.
Unloosen.
Here's a good couple one. Irregardless of the problem, unloosen it.
But don't you find a lot of people do the same with the oil filler caps? You got to check,
Yeah.
and you can't get the damn things off. You think,
No.
why are you making it so tight? You know, it's
I've had a Honda dipstick, the one you showed, Bruce, on the side, that broke when I had to put a pair of pliers to it, and it broke.
Right.
yeah, they've done it so tight. Yeah.
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 It's crazy.
Can you clean a gas cap in ultrasonic? Of course you can.
Absolutely.
Dry it out good before you put it back on the gas tank.
Yeah.
Well, I like you just pour a little alcohol on him, eh? I just pour
Yeah.
alcohol on him.
Yeah.
Here he is. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
Bruce.
see you in a minute, Bruce. Enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see how much water was in that outboard carb the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
I said,
Well,
boy,
we
oh,
just
boy.
had a guy bring us a lawnmower back, like a return, right? And it worked fine with our fuel, and he brought it back, and he said, I only cut the lawn once, but it had rained, grass was growing. We had to cut our lawn twice a week, so he must have cut it at least 4 times. So I asked him, was it fresh fuel you put in? Yep, fresh fuel. He said, as a matter of fact, I just got brand new fresh fuel. So I said, so when it didn't start, I said, when you realized you had a problem, was you emptied that gas can out into the gas tank? He said, yeah. And then I went and got fresh gas. I said, when'd you buy that gas that was in the gas tank? Last year. So while he was there, I just took the famous Pender baster, went in there and pulled out half water.
Yeah.
The fender baster. I think that's
Yeah,
brilliant.
the Pender table, the Pender lift, and the Pender baster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
I
mean,
told
we,
the
we,
writer to a guy he wanted it right away because he's got to cut the grass. He's having a band come or something in the field and all that. And so he picked it up. He paid for it. He gone. I get a phone call. Hey, it stopped working. Oh man! So I just sold it to him. So I went down to check it out.
Mhm.
In the gas tank, you saw the line of water, and then and so you poured water in this.
Well,
You
I
saw the line.
had a lady one time, and I hate to say it was a lady because that sounds so bad, but she was like, "Well, I was at the gas station and I didn't know what to do with the gas that was in there, so I just put more in. Pour it out. Put it in your car.
Yeah, I do. I run my car on all the old fuel that comes in. All goes in my car.
That's what I do.
It's this bright yellow, some of it, but that don't matter. It works.
Oh yeah, that car's like a garbage disposal.
Throw a little
I mean-
octane booster in it.
Well, as long as there's no debris in it. I mean, I always wash the exterior of carbs and stuff like that, and so it does get that. But if it's just like regular bad gas out of a carburetor, no, put that in my car.
Mhm.
They don't run a war. I don't know. Should we have a vote on that, guys?
my OCD prohibits me from putting old gas in the gasoline car.
Oh,
Can't do it. I save it for cleaning.
No, I use it in my 2009 Ford F-150. Haven't had an issue.
Yeah.
But I put all the customers' fuel in a jar first, in great big jars. All the dirt settles out. If there's water in it, that separates.
yeah.
Then I pour it into another jar, and then I go through a Mr. Fun. And I put it in a jerry can, and I add octane booster and a stabilizer, and it goes in the truck.
Yeah, I use it. I don't put that. I always make sure what I put in there is normally with the tank's at least 3/4 full.
Yeah.
So it's going to be mixed in well and truly, you know.
Yeah.
Hiya, Mick. How you doing, mate?
See the pictures in the background, Mick? Your happiest day, right? The pictures behind you. Your happiest day of your life.
Who's that skinny
Say
dude
yes,
in
the
the
wife's
photograph?
listening.
he's got it turned off. Don't worry. You all right, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, you knackered with taking the Riley boy out all day?
Yeah, all worn out.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
All worn out. Yeah. It was a busy Oi, Pip, enough.
Boy.
Yeah, it's a busy afternoon. Well, it's supposed to be nice here all day, but
You have thunderstorms, didn't you, down your way?
yeah, thunderstorms this morning,
Yeah.
and then it's like that dog. And then turned out really nice this afternoon, so I went over to Pip. Enough, I said. Enough.
Nobody
So I went
outside.
over to
Nobody outside.
yeah, something. Yeah, it's next door. I think. And so we don't mind her barking because it you know it should alert to someone's there, which is what dog does, right? So,
Who's that dude? Looking dude then? Not you, Bruce. The other dude.
He was in the Frank the truck video party.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, how you doing, good? How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good. All of us. Thank you.
good day, Bruce. How you doing, me old wombat?
Anyway, we're gonna check that mower out and see if there's a little water in it or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see this.
Not
What
yet.
have you put water? Have you put water in it then, Bruce?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I gave him my quantum to take home until we fix it.
Oh, that's a
They're all
beauty.
drooling. They're all drooling now. See you guys.
See ya.
See you later.
See you guys.
See you, Bruce.
Let's
Take
back
care,
down so he can see you.
Cheers, Bruce. All the best, mate. I'm just doing a deal here. That's all.
There we go.
I just won't go melt till maybe 13 quid.
Stella, Klaus from Denmark. Yeah, there's us. Brock, Hank, and Mick.
So you guys get together every Saturday, do you?
Yeah, just to see if you got gas, if you got water in your gasoline. We're just waiting.
Yeah.
I got gas, but that doesn't mean the mower's not going to work.
You let us know if it's hot or cold water.
We're just waiting.
All right, guys. Thanks, man. I'll
I
zip
finally
you.
found another motor, Mick. Little mount fee, 13 quid.
You found a little mount fill for 13 quid.
Yeah, that do me. Give me something to do.
Oh, I'll see you in about a week then.
Slight repair needed.
Break the pasties.
Yeah. Well, we went to this concert today, and Riley had to jump over the funfair rides and dodgems and big wheel and all that sort of stuff. And he had freshly made donuts. I gave Nana a pint full of cider. That was her dancing around the field for about 3 hours. So she's gone straight to bed. She come in, gone straight to bed. Good night, Nana. So yeah, it was a good day. Yeah, it was a lovely day.
Phil, we got a bingo going on here. Look at
Hey?
we got a bingo going on here. Ken, Klaus, and myself.
I'll go.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
there you go. Bingo. X and
Bingo.
O's.
What did we win?
X and O's.
Congratulations.
That a boy.
Tic-tac-toe.
If I was to give you all three of you a prize, it'd be a new T-shirt.
There you go, guys. That's for you winning your Octo. I love it. Absolutely love this. Yeah, so there we go. You heard about my little skydiving episode without parachute, Mick?
Was that last week, wasn't it?
No, this Monday. Yeah, I went skydiving without a parachute.
I heard you. Was that last week? You cut yourself wide open somewhere.
Yeah. This is it's a new one.
All right. I think you're doing quite well then.
Yeah. Well, not really. I went in there, cut myself 25
Are you
quid.
are you still in the hospital with scrubs now?
I don't
It ain't,
tell
it
you.
ain't that. It ain't that. It ain't that shirt that top at the back of your arse hangs out the back, is it?
I ain't gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna tell you now.
Yeah. We got one of them upstairs. We use it for dress up nights, don't we, Sue?
Yeah. You wear it back to front, you mean?
Yeah.
But you can't untie the bolt with one hand.
No.
Oh dear, he comes
I've just sold one up. It's going on next week. Sold a cylinder mower to a bloke in where is it called? Something Bay, up in Newcastle upon Tyne. It's going to.
You're not going to deliver it, I guess.
No, I use a company called Shipley, SHIP, Shipley.
Oh, well, then you've told me them, yeah.
Yeah, a good firm actually. You just I suppose the Americans have got it, but of course it'd be bigger and better in America. It's you just put in the details, what you want to ship, take a photograph, and then you just send it off, and then it goes to a central email system, and you get like 30 quotes back, and they keep trying to beat each other. So I can send it for like I can send it for about £119 delivered.
No, that's not bad, is it? Let's face it.
Doesn't sound
It's in
bad to me.
Newcastle. Well, you couldn't drive there and back for 119 quid.
That's right. I've got that Tormek I'm going to put on the market, so I might have to look at that because that's got.
You got what?
A Tormek. It's a knife sharpener.
Oh, but guess what it is? Thing you just had up there a minute ago.
Yeah. I got all the bits to go with it. You see, it's. I mean, the machines themselves are 200 quid. And each one of those bits, I got all of them. They're about sort of 60 quid each. But
Yeah, well, I'll give you a fiver for it, like.
I'll think about that. Can I?
Yeah.
No.
Anybody give me 10, 10, 10? Looking for 10? Anybody give me 10?
Yeah. We're open for offers, Henry.
Yeah.
Well, I have to go figure out what that big bang was just then. Did you guys hear that?
No.
No.
Fireworks. It's
No, it was like a tire, it was like a tire
might just be-
exploding.
It might just be your gas boiler blowing up or something, Stella.
No, I'm in my
Serious?
shop. It was like somebody's car tire blew out or something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's kind of weird.
Well, here's Tom. Look, come back. Accelerator.
You see, yeah, Tom. See,
Tom, but Bruce said there isn't. It's the one without the accelerator bump on that carb.
What Bruce's carb?
Yeah.
yeah, where it won't pump up the primer. The
Don't know. It's just cheaper to put a new carb on her at the end of the day.
Do you know what? Sometimes it really is.
Here it is.
Where's that water at?
Yeah. Oh, that's who's that?
Long boy Honda.
Have a look, Bruce.
Yeah.
That's nice, Bruce.
Yeah, it's a great looking machine.
It is a nice machine.
Is he still there,
Nice
Bruce?
looking
Or he's
machine.
gone?
Not much. I might just dump it up right now so I can spill some gas and you guys can see how it's done.
There you go.
container, Bruce. Get a container.
Wait, just tip it on the floor, Bruce. Just Bruce, tip it on the floor. What you normally do.
Bruce, when you look down the
Mrs. T's car is right here. I gotta be careful. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Just get on your knees, Bruce. Just get on your knees and just throw it on the floor.
I'm not getting on my damn knees. Maybe I am.
Mind that bumper now. Mind that bumper. I'll tell Trudy.
Oh yeah, I can see the water from here.
Yeah, it's
There's
clear.
no water in. There's no water in there.
No, there's a few chunks of dirt.
there's a little bit of gas in the filter.
Well, that's a carburetor full of oil anyway.
It's all it takes.
That's right.
There might be water in there. Sometimes it's
What
hard.
about bottom of carburetor, Bruce? Well, what was the bottom of carburetor?
It wasn't there anymore.
Open up the inspection hole in the
Oh,
car.
there it goes.
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, what?
Yay!
Get the old mop out.
Yep, time for the magic mop.
That's one of the cleanest floors on the show.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. It's constantly degreased.
Yeah, let's Tom give me some advice there, mate.
he
Same way
does
you
have a
use the
mop.
bathroom.
You guys have seen me do this before.
You gotta sing a
Once or
song.
twice.
You could turn that mop into a torch outside. It'll burn for a year.
Yeah.
Don't wipe off the furnace with that mop.
Yeah, just to make sure that missus don't use it in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, it stays out here. Thanks for all your help, guys.
Oh, I'm only too pleased to help you out, Bruce. You know me.
You guys love work. You can watch it all day.
Tom, we
Yeah,
reckon
it's
there is
important.
a pump there.
So there wasn't much in there.
Tom, why don't you come up a minute, mate?
So, Conk, I was at Mrs. P wanted me to tell you. I was at this concert with me, Mrs. P, Nana, and Riley boy today. And a bloke, it's crowded, a lot of people about. A bloke come up to me and he goes, "You're mixed mowers. You're bloody mixed mowers, right?" And I went, "Mick who?" He went, "Mixed mowers on YouTube." I went, "Never heard of him." He went, "Oh, really? You look just like him." I went, "Yeah, I'm mixed mowers."
Oh boy,
Yeah.
you're famous.
Well, he didn't buy me a beer. I'm not that bloody famous.
That's awesome.
And then that guy went back to his wife and said, "Geez," and I was going to get him to do that whole lot of equipment I've got that I use.
He said, actually, Wayne, before you get up on your bloody rusty old perch and start squawking, he said he managed to fix his dad's lawnmower and fully service it for £30 through watching one of my videos, rather than putting it into an overpriced lawnmower shop.
And that's exactly what the videos are supposed to do, sir.
That's worth more than 1 million likes right there, man.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we'd be at least worth a pint of lager, but he didn't give me anything. Type this bastard.
So
I'm sure he was Danish.
Here we
Sorry,
got Tom,
Bruce.
got Tom coming up, guys. Here we go.
Oh, well, I'll see you later on then. I'm off then. See you later.
Hey, Tom, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you guys?
Yeah, good.
So it is the original
All right,
JCB
Tom.
carburetor because it doesn't have a drain plug.
I think Bruce wants to talk to you about his carburetor that he's buggered up, Tom.
Yeah, pull that carb up, Bruce.
Oh,
yeah.
You're
Can you make it bigger, Conk? Can you make it bigger?
Hang
so
on,
there
Bruce.
you go. It's off of a steel 45 weed trimmer.
So, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's got an accelerator pump. So if you look at the side that we can see, you've got the two mounting holes where the 8 mils go in to mount the carb. Above the right-hand side mounting hole, you've got another hole. No, that's the left. Yeah. Right. So if you look closely in there with a flashlight and then you actuate the butterfly, you'll actually see behind that, because there's a little cutaway, a little brass or silver, depends on what it is, accelerator pump. It could be that. It could also be a main nozzle. The only reason that drilling is there to install the accelerator pump.
All I'm seeing is the shaft.
Yeah, that's it. So that shaft has a cutout. So as you actuate it's very hard to see. You need a flashlight in there. But the only reason that drilling is there, that third drilling, they could put that accelerator pump in. Most carbs don't have it. And if they do, it's because they've got an accelerator pump. And they do go bad, and they're known for it. And you can get a...
Am I better off getting for a two-stroke level, not like me? Am I better off getting a new carb?
Yeah, if you don't want to fight it, mate, chuck a new carb on there. It depends if
You can't throw a new carb on there. Oh.
It's simple, Bruce. It's very simple, but it just depends if you want to.
So how do you take that little pump out then, Tom? If you take the shaft out, it unscrews, is it?
That's it, mate. Yeah, so if you take the little brass butterfly screw out, it's just a little Phillips.
Yeah, so you pull the shaft out, yeah.
Take the circlip off, and then the accelerator pump just falls out. Put a new O-ring on, put it back together.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
If you could find the O-ring.
Yeah, the O-ring is a 3x1. You're not getting anything in that bubble, really. It's very little.
It's starting to squirt, but not with life.
Well, that's one of the ways.
Yeah, it could either be the accelerator pump or it could be your main nozzle that's not sealing.
Okay.
But honestly, Bruce, about it, and you
Get a
want
new one.
like the challenge, and you want to learn, then repair it. But if you want a part swap, then chuck another one on there.
I'll try both.
I thought I was looking at Bob Malhouse.
It's just drawn me back to a conversation we had about 3 months ago when me and Tom nearly fell out. It's just taking me back.
Dear.
Good evening, Thomas.
It
How are
goes to
you,
prove
mate? You
one
all right?
thing, Bruce. None of us are too old to learn. He's going to be one of us.
It wasn't that. I was watching Thomas's step-by-step instruction on Conk on how to use the bloody mighty vac. I lost the will to bloody live that day. Lost the will to live. Me and Hank
Well, I learned
were
something.
suicidal.
I learned something, Tom, and I learned that on the vacuum side, inches of mercury is twice the measurement of atmosphere.
Yeah,
Thank
you've
you.
been watching my videos. I appreciate
I
that.
have
Bruce.
been, buddy.
I even had to go and look. I have the steel set with that pump. That's not a mighty bag. It's something else. And it says the same thing. So I learned something too, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
we
watched
learned
it and I
about
hit
this
translate and it wouldn't translate to English for me.
It's funny. I didn't even Tom had a channel. Weird.
There was no Australian to English.
You have to speak Canadian.
You
Yeah.
want to listen to his outtakes, Bruce. That's Canadian.
No, the
Yeah,
outtakes is,
yeah.
the outtakes are
Oh,
not
those
part
outtakes
of
are killing
public viewing.
I'm just going to show
Well,
you. I'm just going to show you.
only the outtakes we see on the WhatsApp group. They don't ever get launched, do they, Tom?
Oh, they don't.
No.
Especially the one with you that ran into the background about 50 meters behind the camera and then threw the strimmer against a tree. Remember that one, Tom? Do you remember that one, Tom?
I wasn't throwing it against the tree. I was trying to knock the inner lining.
And what
out
was it?
to
And what was it you said to that? What was it you said to that kookaburra last week, Tom? Remember? Yeah, Tom. It began with a letter F, didn't it, Tom?
Dang, I missed the star explanation of the show. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this again.
Yep.
So for
What
anyone
was
in the
the bang?
comments
What was the
anyone
bang?
that's not part of the WhatsApp
Stella?
group, I do lots of filming in the park, so I'm battling all these different noises. And I try and get everything right, and then all of a sudden a bird will fly past and start screeching. So I get a little bit upset. Then I just share some of the outtakes.
You have to change it to WTF stuff.
And heaven forbid if it starts raining, Tom. Hey, when it get really cross, don't you?
No, but then Tom will start sitting on an anthill.
WTF, that just means where's the fairness?
That's not what's
Not
wrong,
in, not in this world.
No.
I'm not
You
sure.
guys are bilingual.
He's got a foul mouth.
What was
on
the
him,
big
that's all
bang?
I'll say, fella. A foul mouth.
I have no clue. I wandered all around my yard, my neighbor's yard, and it sounded like, it sounded like right on the other side of my little wall here, like a tire blowout. Poof. And initially I thought it was like a transformer blowing. I was like, oh, well, no lights flash. So I don't know.
I farted.
Could it be a light caliber firearm?
Not where I live. Let me put it that way.
Brilliant. Love it. Oh,
Is it thunder? No, go ask Hank.
No.
What time's over yours at the moment, Tom? About 4 o'clock
It's
in the morning?
late, mate. It's 3:30.
What, in
Oh,
the morning?
It's 8:30 over here, Conquer and Bogner.
Yeah, about the same time here, mate, in Salisbury. We didn't get the thunder and lightning, thank goodness.
Oh, we got a bit this morning, not a lot.
Yeah,
We've
Right, well,
had that
guys.
for day after
Yeah,
day
lovely
after
meeting
day here.
See ya.
You leaving?
Your way, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Cheers, mate.
Sleep
Sleep well,
Take care,
Tom.
Tom.
Sleep well.
All the best.
Go to bed, Tom.
I'm gonna pour this gas from this mower into these 2 clear jars to see if there's any water in it. Sometimes it's hard to tell, eh?
yeah.
You going to check it on
Especially
the floor
when
this
you're
time,
our
Bruce,
age,
or are you going to try and catch it?
Just pour it all over the floor. You'll see the shimmer.
Oh, yeah. That's what he normally does.
What's he gargling?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I apologize so much. Well, this is the gas from the lawnmower. Holding it right over my laptop, by the way.
Good job.
Well, it looks okay. There's a few twigs and stuff in it.
But have you like taken off the fuel line and like pushed it through with air?
No, the machine just got here 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
All he's done so far is just tip load of petrol over the floor stand. That's all he's done so far.
The way you're holding it, Bruce, you're going to start drinking it for a second or two there.
Anybody got a light?
Oh.
I still think it's his gas can. That's me.
I know. And it's a Honda, right? But you know what? On my original Honda that I still use, I had trouble with it I got it for nothing. The guy was fed up with it, right? It had never cut a lawn. And I ended up putting a new Wing Wang carburetor on it 10 years ago, and I'm still using it. So
there's 4 steps you got to check: fuel, compression, spark, and choke. Make sure you check that choke.
Yep. Yeah, that automatic choke with the little plunger thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Well, this one doesn't have this one might have the wax plunger on it. This one doesn't have the lever that goes back by itself.
Oh, so it could be that wax.
Wax. Yeah.
It could be the wax.
You want to be real. You want to be real careful with that thing because it's expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive.
Yeah, you usually break them pulling them out.
Pardon my language, but you can stroke them with a heat gun.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Yep.
And that might just take the travel past where it's been sitting for 2 years.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of shock it. That's what sometimes that works.
So it doesn't start at all, or it doesn't start hot. I forget.
It wouldn't start for me right now when I took it off the truck.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's a good position to be in. Usually when somebody like that has an intermittent problem and they bring it back to you, it runs perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the ice maker starts working when the repairman comes.
Yeah.
I had a bloke turn up today, Bruce. He bought a mower off me, I don't know, 2 months ago. He's used it twice, and he said it now fails to start. It was a bit tricky to start, and as time's gone on, it's really hard to start. So I said, drop it around, I'll have a look at it, no problem. So it's been 2 months I've been waiting for this mower to turn up. Anyway, it turned up this morning. And it was in the back of his van, so he dragged it out, got all his tools out, and got the mower out. I primed it 5 times. I literally bent down to get the cord to bring it up to where it connects onto the handles.
The loop?
And as I pulled it up to put it onto the catch, it started straight up.
So he wasn't priming it. He wasn't priming it.
I don't know. He says he was, but I've been doing hot and cold starts on it, and most of the day, and leaving it for like 5 hours, 3 hours at a time, and it's starting no problem at all. So I might just give it another new plug. Let's look at the plug. It's an E series, so they normally start quite well, to be fair. But I don't know what he's doing. It started for me right in front of him, which was lovely.
So my advice when something like that, even when I'm selling them, like we were going to sell a couple today, but this kind of messed things up. I just tell people, prime it like you hate it and pull it like you hate it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, right, yeah.
Well, I had somebody one time, I went there and I noticed it was a Honda and she had the fuel tap off. And I was like, oh, good deal, turning it off. You know, most people don't even bother. And I said, so what's been going on? She goes, well, I turn it, okay, and then I turn it back again, and then I start it, and it runs for about, 3 or 4 minutes, and then it stops.
Yeah.
And I said, tell me again what you do. She goes, yeah, I just turn the fuel tap and then give it about 30 seconds, then I turn it off and then it runs for about 3 minutes. And I hated to break it to her, but it's like you turn it on and leave it on while you're mowing.
Yeah. There's a little picture on there that says gasoline this way.
I know. And I try to not make people feel so stupid. And it was, in her defense, it had been sitting all winter. It was the first mow of the season, blah, 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 blah. Yes, the problem is the nut behind the handle. Exactly. So, yeah.
So at work, when we had somebody that wasn't a very good technician, we would call that it's cockpit trouble.
Yeah.
That's right.
The person in the cockpit.
I'm afraid small engine mechanics and machinists they don't teach stupid, unfortunately.
No,
So
you can't
that's
teach
what it is.
Yeah, because
Can't
you always
teach
told
stupid.
to turn off the Hondas on the fuel.
Actually, that's not true. You can teach stupid. In fact, I've got full videos of me in Conker, so actually you can.
Oh!
Right,
Good
that's enough of
job.
that bloody nonsense.
Leave them off.
Good job, Bill.
Now I'm going to have a look at that choke. You guys keep going your thing.
Yeah, I hate it when the thing runs, you get it running and everything, and you can run it for 45 minutes, and then when the customer gets here, it doesn't run.
Happens
Right.
all the time, mate. Yeah. I told you about that. This Elco I had. The chap said it would start, run for a while, then stop. I went to check the spark plug, and it was just literally all it was the plug cap had come off because it was twisted inside. That's all it was.
Did you sell that yellow one then, Conk?
No, it's still up, mate. I might be asking a bit too much for it.
What are you asking for it?
180.
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad price.
I get 175 for push mowers where I'm at all day long.
175 for a push mower?
Yep, all day long.
US?
You guys are watching a trained professional.
Wow.
Yep.
I got
We know, Bruce. We know.
I got to move to Wisconsin.
I thought Mick was the only trained professional.
No, Kenny, that's not fair. I've always announced I'm no professional. Now you mind your fingers on the side of that deck there, Bruce.
He's just loading her up.
Well,
Get off your knees, Bruce. Get off your knees. Keep on telling you.
Now it's just flooded.
It's going to be like Mend It Man. It's going to backfire and
catch fire on it.
It wasn't.
You ain't 180 too much, then, Mick, eh?
Watch that screw. Watch that screw dog get sucked straight in.
Nothing. You know what? Wouldn't that be funny if it was a spark plug or something stupid?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be hilarious? It's a Honda, so there's every chance they do eat spark plugs. So it's every chance it could be.
Bruce, try and activate the bail again.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it moves fine. Yeah.
I heard something.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
I think it's flooded.
Take the screwdriver out.
Well, well, that's what I got the screwdriver in there for.
Yeah.
Take out the spark plug and yank it a few times.
Yeah.
Don't you love the peanut
Bruce.
gallery?
Yeah.
Bruce, is this your first rodeo, Bruce?
Well, I'm really glad that it's actually incumbent now instead of intermittent.
It's not even funny, because he's like 100 years old. He's got a Bruce Pender lift, which he's not using.
Right.
Well, it's
I'm right.
It's hard to yank that thing on the lift. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Don't we know?
See, I wasn't going there, but you did.
I'm not doing nothing.
Here comes my generator, dude. Now.
There's no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas
in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Oh, he got no gas.
Well, that plug should be wet.
And
it is.
Yeah.
I think I might just
put a new plug. Put another plug in there, Bruce. Just a giggle.
Dry plug.
It's an NGK.
Well,
So
just
obviously
put a new.
There's a problem.
just lay that plug right near the spark plug hole and yank on it, and then when it like spontaneously combusts, you'll know it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just whack a new plug in there.
Do it, Luke.
He said whack it.
Whack it.
Oh, whacking.
Somebody said whacking.
Davis. You boys been whacking in my shed?
That's good. That's perfect.
So do you guys approve? NGK BPR 6 ES?
There you go.
Yeah, throw it in there.
Well, BPR 6 goes in pressure washers, but it'll be good enough.
Yeah.
Well, that should work.
Yeah, I think they normally take a 5.
It'll light up all those vapors just fine.
Take a 6.
The S's are just a little cheaper. Come on, baby. How many times have we said that in our?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hondas are always weird with the spark plugs.
Okay, there you go, Mick.
Like putting-
Wow, floor mat. Well done, you.
Look at that.
Let me take a screenshot of that and just send that to Trudy. So,
This is live action.
It is. This doesn't get any better than this. I'd laugh, eh?
Yeah.
Dang.
Click.
I should have put some gas in the cylinder.
Yeah.
Well, I think you probably have plenty in the cylinder.
Yeah.
Don't suck your mat up.
Yikes.
I've done that. It's pretty comical.
Oh yeah.
I've
A
sucked
little bit of carpet in mine, yeah.
Come on, Bruce. You can do it, buddy.
So now I think it might be a coil. Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
That's too hard on my body.
Yeah. That's
Next.
why I don't do weed whippers.
That's why you
Soda.
need one of these spark checker things. That
I
this
have
thing
something
is
similar.
Oh, there you go.
this
oh, Hank,
this is the
We
shizzle.
That's for amateurs
We
because
can't-
you don't have to use your head. It says plug good, plug bad.
No,
Big
that's
plug,
for
no
people
plug.
to yank on it only once, and the
Yeah.
light lights up and stays on.
I yank on it.
I'm cutting that audio. I'm cutting that audio right out.
I thought you would.
Well, we can't get him here over here.
Can I?
Hank, have you got one of those?
Can I put?
Hank,
an
have you got one of
inline
those spark plug
detector
testers?
in there?
Are you kidding me? No way.
Yeah, about 100 quid, aren't they?
Hank, you don't have one of these?
No.
And I'm not gonna get one either.
Why not?
Don't need it.
No.
This thing is
It's
so
a-
simple because you don't have to get
what
it just
about-
in the right light
And
and
what about
turn,
multi-resistance plugs? though?
Excuse me,
Is it
sorry.
good?
do what?
What about multi-resistance plugs like an a J19LM versus an RJ19LM? Is it smart enough to know that it's got a
Yes.
resistor in it?
Yeah.
Right, but the
That's what I
problem
use,
with
bro.
that
There you go, Brock.
is you gotta find a way to look at it at the same time you might be far away. You got
Oh,
a
yeah,
bright
you're
sunny
right.
day. There's too much light in the shop. It's always something for me. This
Yeah.
is
Look
why.
at these arms, baby. Look at these arms.
But one of those.
What do you
little
think?
One of those little tack meters. They'll do exactly the same thing, won't they, Kenny?
Yep. Yeah, you can get one of
What
those.
do you-
Absolutely.
What do you think, Hank? What's your opinion on that tester, Hank?
Give us your honest opinion, Hank. Don't hold back.
Come on, Hank. You got every tool in the world.
Yeah.
Except this one.
I get along.
Come on, Hank.
I get along.
Come on, Hank. Hank, normally you have a lot to say, Hank. Normally you don't hold back, Hank. So let's hear it, Hank.
No. Nope. I was accused of wanking off
Hank.
somebody.
Wicked.
Of what?
You say that again, Hank. You were what?
Wanking.
Nope. I got
Too late, mate. It's already on there, Hank. It's too late. It's already on there. I've got it. This is gold, baby. It's gold.
I'll just sit here. I'll be good.
Well, I got all my parts in for the jet ski now.
Now it's going to fire up. 'cause I
Oh,
got that
good.
in there.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one that had the bad cylinder.
Yeah. Yep.
That sounds expensive.
Okay, Bruce.
You got to see a flicker, right?
There you go.
It's flicking. But
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't look
sparking.
that strong. It
It's
doesn't
probably
look
that little plunger. that
Oh.
heat-
Oh, Bruce, you didn't have to use one of those yellow ones? You mean
Now,
Hank.
To be
There you
honest,
go,
Hank,
Hank.
to be honest,
Bruce,
Hank, there is a flicker there, but it doesn't look that bright.
Right.
Oh,
Now you need the gapper on
that's
there.
what my wife says about me.
Not that bright.
Now you need the
See,
gapper.
if you had one of them yellow ones there, it would tell you if it's a good spark or not a good spark. You see,
Yeah.
Bruce, that's the difference.
It only costs you $60 US.
that's all?
Yeah.
No, they are good, Stella.
I would have thought.
It has saved me time and trouble already,
This is
and I have no regrets. Let me put it that way.
Who makes it, Stella?
It
Tom
is.
does.
It is a thing called if you Google.
Yeah, that needs a tune.
What
No,
happened?
that was
Alrighty
another
then.
lawnmower.
Hey,
Well,
what
you-
is that, Quantum?
Well, I got this shoved in there all the way, right?
Well, that's like
I got this shoved
I don't-
in there all the way.
I don't think it's flooded anymore.
No.
But keep pulling it because that's water. That's water. Water.
There's no gas in it. There's no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in
No,
it.
there's no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah, but remember we were talking earlier. We said that spark checker there will change the resistance on the coil.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
funnily enough, that would change. So take that back off, Bruce, and just put the HTD back on.
That's a good point, Wayne.
You guys
did
are
say that
running
earlier
around
on.
so much, I'm getting homesick.
No.
I had the same problem. Me and Kenny were looking at one of the engines I had a while ago, and it wouldn't run. But every time I put a inline checker on it, it fired straight up. So
Yeah, had the
Changes
same
the-
thing here a
I
couple
got a little
times.
bit of gas in it.
put a gas
You
in it.
probably don't need any. It's just whatever the water's left in the carb bowl.
It was already surging, right?
Which could be a piece of stuff in the pilot jet too.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
But like this
Just
is the
pour-
first thing.
Just pour it on the floor, Bruce. There you go. That's it. Pour it over the engine.
Get the
Just
mop.
pour it over the engine, Bruce.
Yeah,
Put a bit on the
comes up
floor,
from the
Bruce.
bottom.
It's 4 glurps.
You're gonna get it.
Hey.
One
That's
too
on
many
point.
clicks.
Yeah.
No, you can't overtype
How
it.
many?
Nail it. There it is.
There she goes.
It was all in the choke.
Purring
Sounds
a
like-
pit bull.
Sounds
I
like
think it's
water
just-
in the carb.
I am going to measure that plug because it could be 2 problems, right? And
Yeah.
and that choke butterfly was just flapping. It wasn't
Yeah.
slowly opening.
Can you see how this is spelled?
Spark check R.
Check apostrophe R.
No, lightning R.
No, it is an apostrophe. If you Google Trillium, TRILLIUM, spark check apostrophe R,
Gotcha.
you will find it at some retailers, and finding one in stock is the problem.
So now I'm going to measure the resistance with my old-fashioned ohm meter to see if that plug's okay.
But I don't think they're selling them in Canada yet.
I don't know.
They
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have distributors last time I talked to them.
Yeah,
So,
but
Bruce,
did
when
did you find? I mean, did you Google it and look at where they are being sold? Can
I
you
talked to
order
them.
it?
They
Oh, okay.
They didn't have. I talked directly to them. They didn't have any distributors in Canada. I told them to get a hold of Napa, Canadian Tire, Lowe's.
Well, I wish they would take like Amazon off of their website because it says, "Oh, check out these retailers," and Amazon is like, there is none at Amazon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, to properly check a spark plug for resistance with a good quality Fluke digital ohm meter, you must first file a small silver spot on the tip of the plug. Hence, turn on the meter to resistance. Now, go from the tip of the plug where the spark plug wire goes, measure to ground to see if you have any leaking.
Are you
No.
reading this?
No, I'm doing this. out
No,
of
he
my-
has this by memory.
You're sounding pretty good, Bruce.
Yeah.
Now, after checking for leak to ground with an ohm meter, it says it's open circuit, which is good. Now I'm going to check it for long-term resistance.
You would almost think Bruce has got a video channel and does small engine repair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
You can
I
do that,
would- I
Bruce.
would think so.
4.5K or 4,500 ohms of resistance, which looks good. But
Yeah.
if there's still something wrong with it, it may not pick this up with
Say
a
what?
low amperage digital.
That-
So, would you heat it up and then test it again when it's hot, Bruce? If you heated
Well,
it
if
up,
I was
would it
keeping that
change?
other plug, I think I'm just going to throw that away.
Yeah, Bruce, if you throw
Bruce, you're
that
gonna
plug,
throw away a plug? My ears! Oh my gosh! I can't believe
If
you
you
just said
if
that.
you throw that plug against your garage door, Bruce, and test it again, see if it's got the same reading on it. See what happens.
What do you want me to do with it? I know what you can do with it.
Oh,
The threads are not long enough for me, sweetheart.
Now there's only 10.
Have a word with John.
8 wraps
So-
on an RT19LM and 10 wraps on a BPR.
So what you have to remember is you've got to put everyone's hourly rate on your bill when you do it. So you've got to put Wayne's hourly bill, Klaus's, Ken's, everybody else's hourly bill. But that's an expensive bill, man.
You got it.
Well, we all put in, Bruce. We all want paying.
Books by the internet.
That's interesting.
You've seen the price of that spark thing on the link I just put down there.
You can buy a good car
You
for
can't
that.
you can't get it in the UK.
No,
It's
it's in Australia.
You would have thought Tom would get
How
some,
much-
wouldn't you? With
how
money he has
much
on
is that?
YouTube and send it over.
Yeah,
how much is it?
for 108 Australian dollars.
$106.
Oh no, that's crazy. I think I paid like 60 some dollars.
That's the same money. That's the same money. Stella.
No,
100,
he said 180.
110,
Yeah.
$106.18.
Oh, 106.
$106, 50 quid.
Yeah,
Ah,
that'd be
close.
60 Canadian.
You would have thought Tom
paid-
would
I paid
buy
70.
3 or 4 of those and ship them to the UK, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it could ship them
You
over
would have
to
thought
me.
I'll be right back. I have to go let the cat out.
Woo.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I bet he's doing it in a bucket in the workshop.
Well, you just got the mop there. That's all he needs to worry about, isn't it? Mop it up, you'll be all right. Honey Okie says 58 on interscreen. There we go. What's that?
Yeah, I think mine was like about 60 some with shipping.
We can't get him over here.
Yeah, and all here.
The list price was like 59
Which
US.
means which
Did you
means
say
that we're
something,
from-
Mick?
which means I'll about save it.
Bruce, let's see how dehydrated you are.
Water's cold. The water's cold and deep.
Well, if it's cold, if it's cold, you got a problem, mate.
What's the grit at the bottom of it, Bruce?
I think they are
Yes,
a good tester.
Everywhere is out of stock that I look.
Did,
Yeah, they are, but they have been for a while.
Nick, did Tom do
Yeah,
it?
he did. Compared to what Hank says, and to be fair, no one listens to Hank anyway. I think they're quite a good little tester, to be fair, but I think they're just a bit pricey for what they are.
You are.
And
I agree with you, Mick. They are pricey.
And it would be nice. It would be nice if China could make something very similar for a fraction of the price. That'd be brilliant.
They will. Don't worry.
But if somebody would send Mick one to his wish list, he would do a review on it for him.
You can't get them. That's the problem. You can't get them.
They can send it to you, right?
You can't. No, they're not available. You can't get them. They're not available. They're out of stock. Everywhere.
Where are they made? Australia, are they, or what?
Yes, and if I go to Amazon.ca Canadian, it says currently unavailable. You can't even get that far on the U.S. website. It just doesn't even come up.
Yeah. Well, when Tom did his video, I called that company up. They didn't have a Canadian distributor.
Well, they don't look like they have a whole lot of distributors, quite frankly.
But they don't have any products to sell, so they don't need one.
Yeah, that too.
Supply and demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I forget where I bought it from.
You're
Did
not even
anybody
listed
ask
on
Kenny if he
UK
could find it?
Amazon.
What is it?
That spark checker. Can you find it, Ken?
It's not even listed on the UK Amazon.
I got mine, and it was a long time ago when Tom just put them out. But they were available on Amazon a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not anymore, and I don't remember who I bought it from.
I'll get Tom to get me one.
Yeah, he'll just fire it right off.
Cheers,
Well, no,
Gary.
because his mum goes over there quite a bit, so I'll get Tom to buy me one. He can bring it back to the UK. She lives like 35 minutes from me. I'll go and pick it up from her house. Have dinner around her house at the same time.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Beautiful. That'll work.
Okay, so I did find one. It says it's in stock at a place called sohars.com.
That sounds dodgy.
Free shipping to lower 48.
Put the link up, Stan. See if it helps anybody. Oh, come on, Bruce.
Hey, what you doing there, Bruce?
Oh, his pants now. All over his pants.
I was just water.
Bruce, you got
Oh,
Bruce, you got a bit of paper. Bruce, there's a bit of paper hanging out the back of your trousers.
Yeah, I used to have a bumper sticker look like that. You know.
Yeah, look at that. Having fun.
You might want to save that bit of video there, Mick. I'll tell you, mate. There weren't a lot to get rid of, but quite a bit.
Stella, I got mine from a place called Replacement Commercial Parts Warehouse, RCPW.
Oh, that I got it from the same place you did. I just posted a link to this, and hopefully these guys will be happy that somebody like me posted a link. So
$70.
you should tell them, Phil, that they owe you something for all their sales from this because it's on your live stream.
They owe me a freebie at least.
They owe you that, boy.
Money's calling.
Well,
Yeah,
like
so
there.
it says that's in stock, so maybe it's worth it. I don't know.
Yeah,
RCS, I remember.
Well, if anyone wants to click on there, they get one. Just let them know they saw it here.
$69 for a green light.
Yeah, you tell him, Hank.
Oh, Hank, you're such a tight ass. Hank, you are so tight you squeak when you walk. I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm on a fixed income. Come on.
Yeah,
Hank,
Behave yourself.
Normally, if I'm checking it, I already got the engine cover off, and I can turn the flywheel with a drill and check it.
Yeah.
That's what I try, buddy. I'm on a fixed income. I fix it and the money comes.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think you've been doing pretty good with the stuff you got. Those outboard motors you should be able to sell for a good buck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, look at that, a Honda. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, this is Paul and Sage.
Action.
They just gave me this generator. Oh no, I'm supposed to fix it for him. That's right.
Hi guys.
Look at all these new people. Hey, you two guys over there, are you subscribed to Top Conquer?
They don't even know who I am hardly.
Oh, okay. Well, Bruce, you got to tell them they got to subscribe.
You know, subscribe, boys. Yeah. Over here in the UK, you'd be more than welcome.
Yeah, you two boys are in the presence of greatness over there.
The guy on the left, is quite dodgy, Bruce. Watch him, don't fill his pockets up and stuff.
He's a St. Louis fan.
Yeah, watch his sticky fingers.
And make sure we don't kick that bucket of piss over he just filled up. Is that
You're such a bad man.
is that a fresh bucket of lemonade you just made?
You are so bad, Mick.
Stick a spigot on it.
Yeah.
Free lemonade for
I'm a
customers.
little distracted here.
No kidding.
It's the last minute, mate.
Oh,
He said, that's it, I'm done.
Bruce cut us off.
Well, he was a smart man. He should
Yeah,
have.
but we're trying to get Conquer some subscribers, and
You guys,
chopped off the channel.
you guys are like a bunch of
Can you
kites.
imagine that? If they would have come in 5 minutes earlier, but walked and said, "This is a repair shop," and Bruce was sat there with his cock in his hand.
Like, I don't think I want to go to that guy.
Yeah. Oh, here, let me shake your hand.
Come on in, the water's warm.
Look, I got wet hands. I didn't even wash them.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm going to call it that.
That's probably a good thing, Phil. I'm telling you, man. It's time to let this one go.
It's on its way down there, let's be honest. Hey, guys, thanks everybody for turning up and having a great stream tonight, as always.
Yeah, it was fun, Phil.
Great crowd. Yeah, we learned a little bit tonight as well, which is even better. Yeah. And all the comments, loads of comments. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And
Thank you,
have
Phil.
a brilliant week, everybody. And we'll catch you next.
Okay.
All the way back. Take care. Bye-bye.
See you all in the chat.